Hello, I'm Alicia Logan. I teach 8th grade math and algebra at Pine Grove Middle School in the Lowndes County School System in Valdosta, Georgia. This is my first year teaching in this school system, but here are 5 strengths that I've identified at my school. The first is the level of trust and respect between teachers and administrators. The administrators in my school support teachers and treat them with the respect that they deserve. They're always willing to listen and help, and teachers have a very positive outlook on admin. Sliskovic et al. 2019 state that positive principal interactions affect work engagement. It helps prevent teacher burnout. It causes teachers to have positive emotions at work, while repeated negative emotions causes teacher burnout. The second strength is the level of contribution to the workplace by teachers. Every teacher works hard and tries their best to show up to work every day. We all take our jobs seriously and we try to do our best for what the students need. Ozildurum 2024 states that teachers with a higher commitment to their job have a less depressed mood. School leaders should always strive to manage teacher stress levels in order to maintain teacher retention in the long run. The third strength is the level of sense of obligation and duty. Everyone fulfills their duties throughout the day and tries their best to follow the school rules. No one feels like their responsibilities are optional or, no one tries to skip out on what they're supposed to do. HEBA 2023 found that the principal's leadership style has a direct impact on teacher commitment, especially the transformative leadership style. This is where leaders encourage teachers to push themselves beyond what they think possible. The fourth strength is the level of leadership distribution where tasks are delegated or distributed by a formal leader. My school does a really good job at making sure every teacher has equal duty. For example, standing in the hallway between each transition, lunch duty, bus duty, and having our students clean the classroom, one teacher per week. I meant the lunchroom, not the classroom. Weatherhead 2024 found that empowering teacher leaders to support fellow teachers in daily routines drives positive changes in the school. The fifth strength is the level of respect for the school as a learning community. My school and my school system have really high expectations for our students. We believe that every student is capable of high achievement and high growth, and that's what we strive for. Mazur 2018 explains that teachers play a critical role in helping students, especially those with learning disabilities, learn how to cope with the day-to-day struggles in their academic classes. This contributes to their confidence and growth. Now I'm going to discuss some of the weaknesses I've noticed this year. The first one is that the level of trust between teachers and students is not that high. Teachers are very strict with students and they sometimes overreact to the smallest things. Platts 2021 states that students will only show vulnerability towards their teacher if they trust them, and it's the only way that students will reach out for help. The second weakness is the level of collegiality. My team members and I often work in isolation at varying paces. We often disagree on grading procedures and whether students should get a second chance on quizzes and tests. Hewitt 2020 exerts that when teachers experience high levels of collegiality, they're more productive, enthusiastic, and innovative. In turn, this decreases teacher turnover. The third weakness is the level of opportunity to lead. It seems that the current leaders in my school either have been in leadership for a while or they will be in leadership for a long time, leaving little room for advancement for the other teachers. Marink 2020 states that although teacher leadership is expected from experienced teachers, Informal leadership qualities can be seen in first-year teachers as well. Positive principal interactions help develop leadership qualities in novice teachers. The fourth weakness is the level of work being meaningful and significant. My school wants to get recertified as a STEM school, so my grade level plans to plant a food forest on our school grounds. We're required to attend STEM meetings at least once a month to discuss our progress, and we're supposed to be incorporating project-based learning in our classrooms. The problem is that not many of us know anything about farming, so it's really difficult to contribute to the planning process when we don't really know what we're doing. Van Wingerden 2019 exerts that having meaningful work enhances teacher resilience, engagement, and job crafting. The fifth weakness is the level of school-wide student achievement. I have some students in my regular ed classes whose math skills are very poor. They're much below grade level. They're apathetic towards completing their work. They sleep or they play computer games. And at times, I feel like I'm begging my students to listen to me teach. Chapter 8 of our class text, Levin and Shroom 2017, states that teacher leadership is not just a position, it's an action. Through websites like the Teaching Channel, TeacherTube, and Vimeo, expert teachers can demonstrate their instructional strategies for other teachers to pull from. In conclusion, strong leadership and trust amongst administrators, teachers, and students maintains teacher commitment and student buy-in. Knoll's assumption of adult learners need to know from Fox's 2020 YouTube video is necessary during professional development sessions. When teachers see themselves actually using the information presented to them in a PL, they're more likely to implement the strategies that the leaders want us to incorporate in our classrooms. Thank you. That concludes my presentation.